I was saying was, when we go to those high-intensity interval training events, if we have a higher aerobic base that we'll get on days 2 and day 4 in terms of our middle distance running, we will have a relatively lower heart rate for a maximal effort. And that is how you can maintain recovery. And you can only achieve that through aerobics. Think about, like,
still there, Charlie? Nope, still another internet connection.
When there's such an interest, you keep going, and the you guys there?
Yep, we're here. Still got us? Charlie?
You there?
You there, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, we got you back. Awesome.
All right, I don't know the last thing you guys heard.
Honestly, yeah. Recovery. Aerobics for recovery. That's what we were talking about. Listen, it's just going poppycock.
I hear you now.
You hear us now?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Let's see if we can keep this connection.
You got some bootleg internet.
Oh, yeah, seriously. All right, we good?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, fantastic. All right, aerobics for recovery is what we're talking.
I think I lost you.
Aerobics for recovery?
Okay, yeah. So I don't know how far we got before, but the bigger aerobic and you will either be able to go longer or go harder with that base. So that's where the days 2 and day 4 middle distance running, or should we so choose, longer, higher reps, softer kettlebell stuff to get into the minutes of the intervals. But everything's still intervals. There's nothing straight through.
Absolutely. Still there?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, cool, awesome. All right, so enough of aerobics. Let's last question today, and I'll let you get out of here. Talking about strength, you have some very impressive lifting numbers: 800-pound squat, 600-plus deadlift, 500-plus bench press. What does your current strength regimen consist of? And if you were to give one piece of strength advice, what would it be?
Well, I haven't really been really strong in powerlifting since the fall. Without having a crew, without having spotters, the right equipment, it's something that I gravitated away from. And then I began preparing for the RKC. Probably a little bit before Christmas, off and on, and then went full speed ahead. So I think that's where my training has been. Up until a few weeks ago when we went at it. I haven't really tested. I know at one point just for the hell of it, I could still pull 500 at a body weight. I don't know. I haven't done anything more than 455 with a squat, and I don't really know how much I've benched. So my numbers are really pale. From those numbers. But right now, I've done the first 5 days of Dan John's Mass Made Simple. It's not a great program for me in terms of volume and the shoulder work. So I'm not sure how much longer I'll continue with it. But I really, I think it's absolutely fantastic, though, for somebody who needs it. Now you can say, well, why the hell am I doing it if I don't want mass? But I think to try new things, and it makes a lot of sense for that 18-year-old that's never lifted before.
Yeah.
So, but if there's one thing to, I don't really know if there's one thing to key in on to be strong. Obviously some people are blessed to be stronger than others, but I guess the big key is just move well. The more of a movement base that you have, the more variance in your movement techniques that you'll have. And the larger your pendulum, the easier your brain will want to center into a centrated position, and that's where you get strong. So, moving well and having perfect form, like it doesn't matter. I think I would be just so impressed if I saw, a perfect squat with somebody just like grinding it out with 135. You don't see that. You see bad form with 135 and you see people warming up. But, do you see a grinder with lightweight? To use lightweights and to really use perfect form and to really use the bench in your bench press and to use the floor with your overhead pressing and kettlebell stuff. That's the key, is using lightweights and just getting strong over time. I think that's a big key.
So you're reinforcing the notion of just programming the movements.
Yeah. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter how many wheels are on the bar. It does. If you have to move well, and you have to execute perfect form, and there can be variance to what perfect is. But that's take no shortcuts when it comes to your form. You will get strong. Yes,
absolutely. Well, Charlie, I can't thank you enough for your time. You have given us an incredible wealth of information, and I can't wait to get it out there for everyone to... this is definitely something that I, myself, am going to listen to, repeatedly to try and absorb everything that you've talked about. And,
I'm probably not going to listen. I don't want to hear my sick-ass voice.
You sound fine, honestly. You sound fine. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But, I hope that people are going to be able to cast aside that confirmation bias and be receptive to this information, because I know it has changed the way that I personally approached my training and the way that I train others as well. So again, if
it is, I'll leave you with this. I think that first of all, a lot of people are open-minded until they find out everything they know is wrong. That being said, I think that when you engage into a challenging topic, and two people really believe that they're both right, the first step is to take the individual topics and then talk about that individually. And okay, how is it wrong? Again, I couldn't care less if people really pack their neck or not. We're all going to go to bed at night. We're all making money. Our children and families are still going to be there. This isn't that important. This is just my version of professional wrestling. This is just a game. It's about making people feel, and it's about getting people to think. I think that's what that's what I believe my role is, and why part of the voice that I've been given. So it ultimately, dude, it's not that big a deal. But if you really want to win somebody over, I think the first step is to attack different pieces of the conversation. Okay, how is that wrong? Yeah. Like, how does that not make sense? How is that factually incorrect? How is that information dated and no longer accepted or contemporary? I don't know. That's how I go about it. But we can. There's a lot of redeeming qualities people have. Not everybody has to agree on how to mess with heavy weights and put them down.
Absolutely. I mean,
so.
Well,
all right, man.
Again, thank you so much for your time. It's greatly appreciated. It's been fantastic talking to you. And you'll be at Darius's place July.
Golly, he'll get very mad if I don't know the dates. So it is July 23rd and 24th.
Fantastic.
And that'll be in Arlington, Virginia, at Dynamic Solutions. We're gonna talk a lot about some of the things that were on my DVD in terms of the joint by joint, but we're also gonna have probably a very, very different segment in terms of exercises for both rehab and fitness professionals.
Fantastic. Well, I hope to see you there, and I wish you the absolute best of luck.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, take care.
Thanks, Charlie.
Be well. Bye-bye.